Japanese-born star Yuta Watanabe has established himself as one of the most efficient three-point shooters in the NBA this year.
Look, Watanabe pauses. Watanabe!
Watanabe has stuck to the grind despite his future being unclear at times, and now he's reaping the rewards. So let's take a deeper look into Yuta Watanabe's life story. Growing up in Japan. Yuta Watanabe was born in Kanagawa, Japan on October 13, 1994, but grew up in Miki, Kagawa. Miki was a small town with just over 20,000 people living there, so the fact that a kid coming out of town like that making it to the NBA is truly astounding. One thing that was on Watanabe's side was his genetics and his early love for the game. His mother, Kumi, was a professional basketball player in Japan and even played on the national team, while his father played basketball at a professional level as well. Even Watanabe's sister, Yuki, played professional basketball. So it seems as if the love for basketball runs in the Watanabe household, which no doubt shaped Yuta's dream of becoming a professional himself. But even he couldn't have dreamt that he would be playing at a level he currently is. Stay tuned to see more on that. But, as a kid, Watanabe had his favorite team and player picked out early. Like most people who grew up in the early mid-2000s, there was one player that captured everyone's attention: Kobe Bean Bryant. It was no different overseas in Japan. Watanabe loved Kobe and was a huge Lakers fan. As you can definitely see, Kobe's legendary work ethic rubbed off on Watanabe, who has consistently grinded to be in the position he is in now. Start of his basketball journey. Watanabe attended Jinsen Gakuen High School and led his team to the runner-up spot of the All-Star Japan High School Basketball Tournament in his final 2 years. He would then pack his bags and head to America in order to chase his dream of making it to the NCAA tournament before going to the NBA. He attended St. Thomas More High School in Connecticut, which might have been a pretty big culture shock for someone coming from Japan, but Watanabe only had basketball on his mind. It would be the type of focus that would help him later on navigate the ups and downs of being a professional. More on that soon. In his last high school year, Watanabe averaged 13 points and 6 rebounds and helped his team reach the National Prep Championship game. He would be named to the National Prep School Invitational All-Tournament team. This was a huge accomplishment back home, as the Japan Times dubbed Watanabe as the chosen one. Talk about pressure. But you'll have to wait till the end to see how well he deals with that pressure. You see, at the time, no Japanese-born student had secured an NCAA Division I basketball scholarship. So when he committed to play for George Washington University in 2014, he became the one and took a step closer to living up to the chosen one name. Apart from the obvious LeBron James, can you guys think of other basketball players who had this pressure on their shoulders from a young age? Let us know in the comment section down below. Moving to America to pursue his dream. This move also came with unexpected fame. Articles about Watanabe were published in the New York Times and the Washington Post. Watanabe even said he would get congratulated by random students on the campus, all of whom were happy about his success. Watanabe's popularity is truly amazing. You have to keep watching for some unbelievable facts. In his debut, Watanabe scored 8 points, had 7 rebounds and a block, and helped his team win by the largest margin since 1999. He would earn multiple Atlantic 10 Rookie of the Week honors and finished the freshman year shooting 53% from the field and 64% from behind the arc. It's those types of numbers that caught the eye of everyone right now. More on that coming up. But first, in his sophomore season, he would help his team win the 2016 National Invitational Tournament, which would mark the first time in the program's history that they won a postseason championship. Watanabe would post career and season highs in points, rebounds, and blocks. In fact, he led his team in blocks. As a junior, Watanabe would continue to show improvements in his game, becoming the second leading scorer at George Washington, while also being named to the Atlantic 10 All-Defensive Team. After his final year at George Washington, he would be named the Atlantic 10 Defensive Player of the Year, and finished his college career ranked near the top of blocks, games played, and scoring for George Washington University. However, it wouldn't be smooth sailing for Watanabe after college. He faced the harsh reality of being a professional basketball player already as he went undrafted in the 2018 NBA Draft. But that didn't deter him. Instead, he did what he's always done, put his head down and worked. And the results of that hard work would be evident later on in his career. More on that soon. The NBA ups and downs. He played with the Brooklyn Nets Summer League team and earned himself a two-way contract with the Memphis Grizzlies and their G League team. On October 27, 2018, Watanabe would finally realize his dream as he played in his first ever NBA game. He would also be the second Japanese player to step on the NBA hardwood.
And Yuta Watanabe, first NBA points.
Here's something unbelievable. Despite Watanabe playing the majority of that year in the G League, the Memphis Grizzlies sold the third most merchandise in Japan that year. That's a Watanabe effect, as he helped the Grizzlies' name become popular in his home country even though he didn't play for them much. In the G League, Watanabe was balling. He scored 40 points on one occasion, hit 8 threes, averaged a steal and a block a game, and increased his 3-point percentage as well. That's the type of hard work you expect from a Kobe fan. Watanabe also has a long history of playing for the Japanese national team. In fact, in 2019, he was selected to compete in the FIBA Basketball World Cup, where he averaged 15.6 points, 5.6 rebounds, and 1.6 assists per game. The 15.6 points were the most by a Japanese player in that tournament, and Watanabe led the team in efficiency as well. In 2020, Watanabe signed an Exhibit 10 deal with the Toronto Raptors, which was quickly converted to a two-way contract after he played well in the preseason. That year would be a career year for Watanabe, and one to remember for fans, as he constantly set career highs in several different categories. He played so well that the Raptors ended up converting his two-way contract to a standard NBA deal. He quickly became a reliable bench piece for the Raptors, or if they needed someone to defend a guard or a wing. He consistently had double-doubles and was known as an extremely hard-working player who hustled the most. In fact, coaches and scouts have described his play as mistake-free. Success with the Nets. Most recently, Watanabe has found himself in a Brooklyn Nets jersey. As a member of the Brooklyn Nets, he's doing some extraordinary work. In fact, as of right now, he's leading the entire league in three-point percentage. Watanabe is shooting a staggering 57.1% from behind the three-point line. Of course, Watanabe, being the humble guy he is, credits his success to his teammates like Ben Simmons, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving, who find him open to hit the threes. But in reality, this is a credit to his hard work. Throughout his college years in professional play, Watanabe has steadily improved his game. Whether it be increasing his scoring averages, or improving upon his percentages, or making sure he takes the lead on defense, Watanabe has forced himself to become a valuable chip to his team. He hasn't stood around and waited for an opportunity to fall in his lap. He's the one creating those opportunities for himself, and for that, he's getting rewarded too. Is there another NBA success story like Watanabe's that you guys love? Comment down below and we'd love to discuss some more. What his future holds. Watanabe is currently making almost $2 million a year to play for the sport he loves. Plus, his popularity is still on the rise in Japan, where he's one of Nike's athletes, and day by day, his social media following grows larger. To top it all off, Watanabe also found someone he hopes to spend the rest of his life with. It was recently announced that he was engaged to Japanese TV announcer Akiko Kuji. So, it seems as if everything in Watanabe's life is pointing in the right direction. Watanabe has finally found a home with a franchise that values him, and his life outside of basketball is well taken care of too. He's handled the pressure of being the chosen one for his people back home extremely well, and continues to show that through hard work and discipline, all your dreams are possible. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell beside it so you're notified the next time we upload a new video. With that being said, you just watched us break down the story of the best shooter in the NBA, Japan's Yuta Watanabe. See you next time!